This game is. We might actually finish it today. We'll see. Pierce woke up in the asylum, installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigns supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torment. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Enter madness. Hello. Hello. Sir? Deputy go.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
To you? Oh, still got that.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
I wish I was in control.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like dog shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day's only starting. It's fine.
Hey, buddy.
How's our fugitive? Dr.
Whoa.
Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
Yeah, I watched you die.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was onto Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
Well,
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller. And a nurse. Blood. Everywhere. The legs. Pain. I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
look
You
at these
should
files.
believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. You know him.
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
Badly.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say?
Oh.
That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Sure don't wanna. Alright. Let's check the diary. It seems like we've got quite a few new options here. We've got Silas. James already. Charles Hawkins, which is really jacked up. Marie Colden. Francis Sanders. Dead. Dr. Ford. Yeah, he's gonna have a cuck. Hawkins Mansion, tunnels under the Hawkins Mansion, and the cellars of the Institute. We've got the ceremony circle, it was up in the attic. Cultist symbol, which was on the walls. There was paper in the safe. Disappeared tribe, that was the paintings on the wall. A sleeping cultist that was fucking dead. Smashed open, broken clock, Sarah's shoe, scene of the fire, boys' room, barbiturates. I wonder if I missed something in here. Let's take the edge. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. And I have the hurricane lamp as well. I have a bunch of medical history. It's the occult ones. Let's see what I've got. 11! Holy shit! Three more. I have a spot in. Yeah. I'll say that checks out. Validate. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, art collector and a friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to the widow about the Shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Pepper boy.
You know each other.
Our
Ooh, bitch.
paths crossed. Briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Yeah, whether you like that or not.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right
Wake
before
you
your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Expect you to fight.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long. Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letters in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences. Tom. Okay, so that was interesting.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
He seems excited about it. Okay.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
I mean, he did seem to have the eye of her husband. What the fuck? Damn.
The
He just
Shambler.
pulled those fucking things
I
out.
need to see it.
God dang. Let's see. So I have 3 in there and I have 2 in there. I would have thought that the medicine would have been higher with all those books I found in the freaking hospital.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't exactly tell me where to move. So I'm just wondering. Knock knock. Okay, no one home. See you later. Oh, I can put it in this motherfucker. Don't mind me, just listening to your story.
I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. It's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids.
Ooh.
Each time I shut my eyes. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
No.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. It's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me. Irene, I made a mistake.
Means something.
I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. It's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Oh!
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Hell yeah. What's this? Well,
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have
We
you
can
come looking
accuse.
for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
I found this drawing of a dagger. Did you come across anything like it in your reading?
Perhaps. I saw several daggers in the ledgers. I could always check. What I didn't find, however, was the slightest reason why I should help you, Detective.
you
I
want to
don't
live?
need your services. I can manage all on my own, thanks.
Bitch.
Do it then.
Oh, I got it.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Spent some time on Reverend Whitwood's community. His wife expressed her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend congregation are having since the arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as the messenger sent by God. She's scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. I believe that.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning to you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I will not be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shamble. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. I wonder if her husband...
I could use one of those.
Take it. Drugs. The Whale and the Cod. Brief History of Darkwater by Erwin Greenmouth. Just focus the past glory of the island.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Ancient name of probably Amerindian. I wonder what it's supposed to be. Hey, Beach, you want to talk anymore?
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some...
You are just a deer. Ooh. Hey, Beach, I got medicine. I feel like it's barely moving. I feel like my occult's going way up with this medicine thing. I'm like, I can't do nothing. I am scared. I do not like. Please do not make. I do not want to. Here you go. No more. We're validated. Oh shit, I got more shit there. My sanity. Because I read the book. Spread an ancient tristes. Malus Bestiarum. This bestiary makes an inventory of numerous creatures from the occult world or parallel dimensions. The very nature of its knowledge makes it an unholy book. By reading it, Pierce lost some of his sanity. Well, that's just hurtful. Okay, she got a dimensional shambler. Okay. I'm coming in. Knock, knock. I don't like the fact that... Ooh, shit. We got places to hide? That's not good. He does have quite a bit of a...
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
That hand makes me think I could do more with it.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Jacked up.
The public entrance to the gallery.
Hey. Shit. Is that it?
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
It's like these knives had a specific purpose. A purpose, if you will. It's the bond. Okay. Got the juice. Bang, bang, into the room. Maybe it's your chair.
What the hell was that?
I think we know. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Let's check. Yeah, we know what the fuck's going on.
What the hell was that?
Nothing to see here, buddy.
Damn. This dagger looks different. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Dang it. So, can I look? Way beach. I can see hidden shit now. Validate. Sanity's a little jacked up. Clues. It's like a twisted dagger with crisscross blades.
What the hell was that? Damn. This dagger looks different. Maybe I can use this dagger.
My dude. Damn it. Damn it.
What the hell was that?
Fuck. Let's get hiding. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo.
This dagger looks different.
Back where you came from, you son of a bitch. No. Oh, fuck.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yeah. A demon.
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Huh?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself
Said it.
lucky that I saved your hand. even if it was to save my goods.
You mean
What?
me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple
Oh.
trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
She sent me in here to deal with this because she didn't want to come in here. Weird. Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. This huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the nameless bookstore. Pierce decided to pay the library a visit. Oh shit! Somebody's been here. Knock knock. Girl Scouts.
Where's the bookseller?
Let's take a look at this real quick.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Fancy. That improves my medicine.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Getting way out of order here. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife turned to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. Oh, hell. That a problem. Darkwater history. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears to be more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Alright. So I got quite a lot of nonsense going on here. Ooh. That's not a good sign. That means I'm probably going to have to use my lamp here. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. 7th century? They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they spoken of, nightmare notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. This place is just chock full of stuff. Hello. A little more medicine. Sir, where is your neck, sir? Sir? We've got a pygmy. Ooh. Hello there. Would you read the book? Oh, it's fucking me up,
What
fam.
does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Ooh, this collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I have never heard of. Divinities from the stars. Creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as a reference book on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I've got more medicine. Let's check my... Yay! I'm finally a professional in medicine. My occult is way up too. That's pretty badass. And I have 2 CP. I can finally get this up to the next level. Pepsi. Alright, now I got 1770. Probably go strength or psychology. Probably psychology. Because this game is not really about having the excess skills or abilities. It's more about what your brain can do. What you're gonna do with your brain and everything. Find out if you're gonna be alright. Hello. Yeah, these are all the things I just picked up. Ooh.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky in the end of the 19th century. The creator of theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in a nameless bookstore on Darkwater, could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Interesting. Let's just double check I didn't miss anything because I wasn't using light. Aziz, light. Okay, no, I don't think so. I think I call all these. Yeah. I think all these are good.
What
Okay.
happened here?
Oh, it's investigation time. Billy? Oh shit. Getting a little sluggish in this investigation. Okay, we got that little flashy job is needs something hidden. Let's look for them hidden things. What you got? Back here. That's it. Ooh. Hello. To enter the reconstruction? I thought it was Indian. No.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Yes, somebody didn't know what the shit they were doing.
To whom does this footprint belong?
Can't go in there with this. Oh, medicine.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentional. Was he hurt then?
Somebody was checking drawers. Okay.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
How about this elder sign?
What the? Charles Hawkins?
Ah, yes. He was betrayed by the magic. Oh, we're going to learn more
What
about
sort
Sarah.
of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
She knew something. Oh, shit.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Everything. Okay. Let's take a look over here. See what's going on. Oh,
Drake
hello.
left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Okay, the pages seem to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they will be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If, by chance, a person, or should I say, a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miscantic University. The contents of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay. Lies, inclusive combination found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Life and study? Is that philosophy? Each cylinder is numbered even if it's celebrated authors. As this. So they must be here somewhere. Ooh. I still got that. Oh!
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
I did. I picked this up and looked at it. Okay.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
We all asleep.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. Oh, that's why he went to Egypt. Okay. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows the true purpose of the artifact. Try and find it. Well, alright then. I guess that's what we'll do. But I need to find these cylinders. Holy shit!
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
The Key of Solomon. A book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals and invocations and rituals of curse. Reedition by Claudia D. Waits, based on L.W. De Lawrence original. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on the esotericism and the supernatural. 4.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Opera in 8 acts by Benedetto Scete, Bodeguera, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and treatises and work of esoteric and supernatural.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
A collection of long astrological predictions written in verse, written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Leone and Theophilus Bedridge. Theophilus. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious thing.
Arkham Editions.
This.
Never heard of them.
8.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
6.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
A book of esoteric philosophy and a key text in Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Movement, written by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them.
Okay.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Written by Hermes Trismegistus. Translated and edited by Nathaniel M. Copius. This collection of texts on different beliefs was written by a legendary philosopher. It includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, a popular text among 16th century alchemists.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
A collection of essays on American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmarth, professional of the Masonic.
Arkham Editions.
Ancient
Never heard of them.
Persian manuscript translated by William R. Sandbach. The text claims that in distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of this people, and moreover that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. Interesting. I don't think it's the Arkham series. Oh, cylinders.
That Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Okay, where's the little phone jobber?
Things are not looking good.
For who?
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay. Chessboard.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Alright, so 9 seems important. This one, the second one has a chess, so I'm going to have to look at the chessboard.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Is he describing a painting? Alright, so the chess thing... Guarding our White Queen. There's only 4 pieces for white left.
The Queen has little protection.
Maybe it's the white pieces that are left, so 4. Volume 9 of the Arkham series he talked about, so 9 sticks out. It's 4. And then, is there a painting of Quest for the Holy Grail? Something along those lines. Let's just do it one more time with that first one.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay, so red on gold.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Is it how many red stones there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was, the Grail was first. That's 5. So 5, 4, 9. Let's give that the old college try.
The Queen has little protection.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
So this is the ones protecting the Queen? So 3. Let's give that the old checker flag. Yes. Damn. Hello. Hey! Read the Necronomicon. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of the attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Nerd. Back to the Riverside Institute, right? Did not like it. Did not like it. He said it would be speaking honestly.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well.
Let's take a look.
I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia.
Oh,
Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Gross.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
He's got a
I'm
parasite.
not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema?
Bitch.
Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
You
Whatever
expect
it is,
bumps?
This man
Multiple
has
bumps?
something inside him that
Pregnancy?
shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr.
Just
Fuller
cut this
said not
bitch
to
open.
worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
Yeah,
You
what's
know,
wrong?
I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Yeah,
In
let's.
spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And
Something
yet,
else is eating it.
if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby.
Oh, damn.
What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an
God, is he
explanation.
turning into an octopus?
You have to.
He's He's an invertebrate.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
He's turning into a
I almost don't believe it myself,
motherfucking
but these
octopus.
symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No,
He's a squid baby.
this poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm
Say
doing?
me, bitch.
How about what you've done to him?
Bitch.
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your
who?
imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
This man is turning into a fish.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Psychopath?
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Didn't ask you to keep mum. Told you to keep your fucking mouth shut. Lots of books at the bookstore. Lots of books at the bookstore. I'm just going to take a moment to leave the bathroom, and I will be right back. Ugh. back in the action. Let's find those goddamn files.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Sounds about right.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Okay.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Okay. Well. What a bitch. Ooh. Medical sciences.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
At least we won't have to.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Okay.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself. And keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Okay.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
A trouble. Okay, my dude.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders. As well as the treatment Fuller had he recommends to take her down to the psychiatric ward provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Oh, shit!
Mrs. Sanders?
They did the same shit they did to her husband. Oh, hi, sweetie.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, a whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh, no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Interesting. Hey, nice little horse.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Yeah, no, VFib, he's fucked. He's gonna die. They aren't treating him properly.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island. An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Okay. Alright, so I've done a lap now. Can I talk to these guys and be like, hey, your mom's fucked?
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Alright. Well, I thought I did something there. At least I can say I helped. Pseudoscientific work by Caesar Lugoso correlates with an individual's morphology with his criminal predisposition. This is your cranium. It
We've
swells.
been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Okay. It's not good. It's not good. It's a purple boiler room.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Shit!
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And we had a patient come up from the psychiatric wing. Were you able to see him?
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Okay. Psychiatric. Which one is he? How crazy is he? Is he in a bad way? Does he smell funny?
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Okay. That's for her. This was in the evening, right? Is it maybe this person that this one's chatting about over here? Oh, hello.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Chad.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor,
He's struggling.
what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Ooh. Damn. A little salty. Salty Sue.
Dr. Colden,
Hey, Beach.
thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you. I'll be going. The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Where's Betty? Betty! Which one's Betty? Betty!
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Betty?
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
Oh, shit.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
Bam.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Hell yeah.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
To the boiler room.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Okay.
Dr. Colden?
Get out me way. Broom, broom. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get this shit done. Wiki.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Wait, is it over here?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time. Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth,
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
what now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident. I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise, the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Out of my sight. Go.
The last. The missing files must be hidden here. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something.
Boom!
Patient. Miles, I was right.
That was easy.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with it.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
I presumed that her blood was the key.
Why is Ethan on medication? The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secret. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later.
Here you go. Why are you prepared?
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
Minds to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
You get knocked the fuck out. Murray gonna give it to you what? Those weird footstep sounds. Where did the foley for this? I'm like, I'll just take a plastic cup and wrap it on this metal here. Everything will be fine.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh, shit!
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Be cool.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. The safe.
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Cole. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
You can come with me?
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
The doctor. I shall go save the doctor. Vroom. Vroom, vroom. projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered the director of Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. Before it's too late. Expect the first ghost when the bell tolls one.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Let's give it a try. Oh, that work? Hell yeah. Dyer Reverend Wickwood's wife, her husband John, built the first Hawkins home, called Hilltop, at the end of the 17th century. They were among the first white colonists of the island. Previous inhabitants disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries earlier.
An old diary.
Yeah, we know. Well, the sail.
The Scylla is here. Like in the vision. Colden came this way.
Let's just make sure. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to do some sneaky bits on it. Oh boy.
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
You got shit.
No! No!
Shit.
My God. What is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else. What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Bricked up doors. I'm going to find that psych patient. No, I'm not, because I'm locked in. This is bricked up. Her. Where do I go? Huh. Well. What's the other side of the room? Maybe close that. So I can open into the hall. Interesting.
Where have I seen this symbol? Huh.
Why am I dumb? I don't know what the shit I'm doing here.
Destiny. It has trapped you.
Is it? Blast! This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. Do you use that on that? I don't know how this works. Flashbang. Is pretty bummed out that I did that.
You are confronting surpass you.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just hitting the people that's in front of me. Okay. Bastard, you duped me. You duped me. Damn it. Shit. Spooky little bastard gets me. I'm doing, but I'm trying. Okay. Okay. Isn't that nice? So got that one now. So let's go back over here and swap out my freaking lamp. I should have to go the long way around for everything. Got a huge ghost ball. Holy shitballs. Blast.
It looks like things are back to normal.
Alright, yeah, that got the fucking blood pumping.
What's going on? It never ends. Damnation. That's me.
Oh my god. Oh lordy. Hey buddy.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
No.
What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Jesus. Get cheese. Oh shit. Is he dead already?
Colden?
Sarah's paintings.
What did they do to you?
Gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I may hear, but no. No.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette. It's as of the oldest green. A violent living, vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
What the hell?
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible, terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course.
It's the same voice actress.
The men in white are
right?
coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me. Oh no.
This way!
What the shit?
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
Go somewhere.
Oh no. Yeah. I got this. Okay. Okay.
No, thank you.
Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Okay.
I'd be better off finding a tool. Perfect.
Obtain a poker. Can I use the poker on this? Oh, yeah, I guess I can. Be cool. Jaw. Sir?
No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck?
I'm the chosen one, bitch.
You're cold. They don't want me dead.
Why? Because you are the one destined to perform the call.
Your wife thinks so.
Fool. My desire to protect Sarah is stronger than their petty schemes.
You hurt her.
No, detective. She is much, much more than a woman. She is the Oracle. Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
She's weak. Physically and mentally.
Do not make the mistake of thinking she's a feeble woman. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
You shake me less when we're talking?
We get rid of its members.
You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Don't!
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
Oh, get fucking hot poker, baby. You say that sure didn't kill him because he took a bullet to the head. It was fine. I don't know where I found that, but suck it. After the death of Colden, Pierce, victim of the hallucinations, advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man, under his monstrous appearance, tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce, if Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition, summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her. Smash! Let's go to Pearson. Let's do some. But 8. Ooh. Alright, that'll get my psychology up to. Let's put a little into that too. Lots of trauma. Shit. Ooh. Look it up.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
Okay.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
You've been friends for a long time, hiding each other's secrets.
I trust him.
What are you planning to do?
I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No. You're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
I wonder if Silas is like, what the shit are you doing here, man? You keep coming back to this place, and he's like, it's cool, we're all cool.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters.
Bitch.
How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins. That imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
The dagger with a strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
He didn't call it Shambler.
But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back. A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature. And to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth? What kind of ritual was she preparing? Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here? Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon. She was trying to send back the Shambler. Knowing Mrs. Hawkins, I bet she was willing to fight. Did Charles Hawkins break the lock to enter? If the amulet can protect Sarah Hawkins from the influence of the mythos, I must find it.
Bingo.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
Really? Hey, penis beard. Found your little device.
Ah, it's you again.
Ooh. Take one of these.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe. This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
From whence it
I think
came.
I found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
Okay. Weird conversationalist. Ma'am?
How are you, Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce. I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
Sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened, but I found her body in the cellars of Riverside.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him. What do you say, Pierce? Are you with me?
Have no fear, Bradley. Dr. Fuller will not escape the clutches of destiny for long. Sooner or later, he will be judged for what he has done. You just need to have faith.
What are you talking about? What's this story of destiny? No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna wait for some mystical intervention. I'll take care of him. Myself.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
Sorry, buddy. There she is. I ran right by you, didn't even notice.
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Hey, buddies. Yeah? Good things? Not really. With the help of Alger and Drake, Pierce is supposed to protect us against the evil powers that covet her. Her of her dimensional chamber arrested by police. Ain't that about a bitch?
You know, heard a lot about it appears that a variety of misdemeanors on entering private property, aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
Alright, I think I'm going to save the rest